Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are predicting WWE Bad Blood, guys. Now, this video would have got released yesterday, but things came up, couldn't film it, so we're releasing it today here on the day of the actual PLE. This PLE will not be streamed. We possibly will be streaming UFC 307. Still have to get everything in the works to fix up that, because obviously it's St. Joe's Prep versus LaSalle tonight, and I will be at that game covering it. So yeah, that streams are going to be tough to come by when I am not here. But anyway, we have once again 5-match card. Something that does surprise me is that Sami Zayn versus Gunther is not on this card. I understand they want to boost Raw ratings, but it's the World Championship. I feel like maybe you could have had another match on. I guess none of the Raw matches could really be on a free television card. I don't really know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that match can be. I feel like that match deserves a pay-per-view just based off what happened at WrestleMania. I don't know. Nonetheless, let's just get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Linda Gray Blogs. Make sure you go subscribe to my second channel, Ryan the Cog Great. Make sure you guys go follow me at X RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Let's get right into the video and let's roll that intro. Hey, come on, starting. Stop! Red Slam! First pitch! Bring him in! Yes! Oh, damn. Alright, let's go into the video. So starting off, Bayley will be challenging Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. Obviously, Nia Jax beat Bayley at SummerSlam to win the Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton, it gave her an assist in that. Bayley was able to get this opportunity by beating Naomi after they both pinned Nia Jax in a tag team match. So yeah, anyway. Who am I going to take in this match? I'm going to take Nia Jax, but a Tiffany Stratton cash-in after. Listen, Bayley's run ever since winning the championship hasn't been that good. Now, it's better than most women on the roster, because there are some women that, just can't seem to get into the mix. Bayley, she's been in the mix, but her reign was just not that good. It just felt like it was on the back burner of all the other storylines on SmackDown. And that's not the worst, because there were some really good storylines on SmackDown, but she never really stood out. So I feel like giving her the Women's World Championship is not really going to do anything for anybody. It's not really to help anybody, so there's no reason to put the championship on her. Nia Jax has had not a bad run. Listen, I don't agree with her winning the championship. I'm not a Nia Jax fan at all. But she has had a decent run, and I can't say that she hasn't. But Tiffany Stratton is the future, and pretty much the future, I guess you could say, is now, because of the fact that she has that briefcase. And obviously with Nia Jax, antagonizing her and, talking down on her and stuff like that, it kind of just, puts everything forward to say that, hey, there's probably going to be a cash-in sooner rather than later, and Bad Blood's probably going to be the place to do it. Now, if they do it at Crown Jewel, I also wouldn't be surprised, because they obviously need, big stuff to happen for the Saudi show. It couldn't happen here, but I feel like a Jax versus Stratton match at this moment kind of feels more notable than Bayley versus Nia Jax, because Bayley just hasn't seemed to pick up on the, I guess you could say, hype that she had before WrestleMania. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on to our next match, we have Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Obviously, Damian Priest once in the Judgment Day. Finn Balor created his own Judgment Day, betrayed Damian Priest at SummerSlam to cost him the World WWE Championship. And now Damian Priest looking for revenge. Hasn't really been able to get his hands on Finn Balor since. So, who do I think is going to win this one? I believe Damian Priest is going to win this one. I feel that he has been built, obviously, since he's won the World Championship. He's been built as a more of a main event player than Finn Balor, because once again, he obviously won the World Championship, so that obviously is going to make him more of a main event player. They want him to, succeed outside of just feuding with the Judgment Day, and I think a win over Finn Balor would definitely do that here on PLE. Now, he could probably take losses on TV, which is probably what's going to happen. This feud will probably move over to TV after this match, which would, could afford Priest to take losses on TV, because I don't think he's going to take losses on PLE, which is something that Balor has done over the past 2 years now. So I doubt that Damian Priest loses this match, and I think he'll be able to lose on TV, which they probably will have him lose at least one match to Balor on TV. But yeah, I'm going to take Damian Priest to win this one. Next, sticking with the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan is defending the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Morgan beat Ripley to retain her championship at at SummerSlam with the help of Dominic Mysterio, and then in the rematch, I guess you could say that wasn't really the rematch, but this technically is the rematch, since Ripley pinned Liv Morgan at what was the last PLE? Bash in Berlin. So yeah, that happened there, and I'm trying to think of something else. Anyway, so yeah, Ripley pinned Morgan there. Now she gets the championship shot tonight. And I'm going to take Liv Morgan just because of the shark cage. I feel like the shark cage, obviously in wrestling history, it's supposed to, vacate or not let somebody, interfere in the match, which is supposed to happen with Dirty Dominic Mysterio here. But, I think that in wrestling history, and it's known in wrestling history, that never ends up working out. Now, this shark cage could actually cost Liv Morgan and help Rhea Ripley retain the championship. But the thing is that I really don't think Ripley needs the championship to get over, and I feel like WWE has proved that. But I feel like she doesn't need the championship to get over, and Liv Morgan at this stage, I don't really know the direction of her if she doesn't have the championship. It really, unless she, is just going to be helping Dominic Mysterio, run around and try and win matches, but it really doesn't make that much sense if Liv Morgan loses this match, because I don't know the direction without her with the championship. I feel like a rivalry with Raquel Rodriguez could definitely, happen. There could be a return from her in this match. Maybe she could be the one to cost her. I'm not necessarily sure. It could even the odds between Ripley and Morgan in this match. But I am going to take Liv Morgan. I'm going to take Liv Morgan to win this match. And when I say even the odds, I mean like maybe Raquel could actually, hurt Ripley or in some way, shape, or form, and maybe that could create a rivalry between them. But obviously, she's going to be heading for Liv Morgan because that's the one. She probably would be heading for Liv Morgan just based off like a turn or something like that, just because she wants championships. I don't really know. Nonetheless, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is going to take on the bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Now, this is going to main event the show. The Hell in a Cell match is going to open the show, which I'll get into in just a few moments. This match is definitely going to be looked at as a potential match of the year, obviously. And then you're going to be looking at this match on... You're going to be looking at this match just based off the star power, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This is one of the best super teams of all time. Can they coexist is another thing used in this match. Now, I personally hate that, saying it actually is used well here because of the fact that there is so much tension between these guys that can they coexist is actually a good question to ask coming into this match. Now, with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, it's going to be an interesting team. I feel like this is just Roman and Solo just thrown together as, Tribal Chief and Enforcer, but it's kind of just repackaged. But they don't really mean much in this match. This match is obviously more about Rhodes and Reigns. I'm obviously taking Rhodes and Reigns to win this one. I don't know who's going to get pinned though. I don't feel like Roman's going to pin Solo because they still have to have that match. Jacob Fatu's obviously not getting pinned. I feel like it could be Cody pinning Solo because they've done it before. There's no reason you can't do it again. So, yeah, I mean, Rhodes and Reigns just one of the biggest super teams in the WWE. It just doesn't make sense to even have Roman associated with losing in his return match. And then Cody Rhodes is obviously the undisputed champion So yeah, I really don't see him losing. And in his hometown of Georgia as well, so I can't see that happening. So yeah, I'm gonna take them to win. And then last match, CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell. Now, both men can't afford to lose, in my opinion, because they're such big superstars that even after losing the feud, they could just go on and be superstars. But I think CM Punk has more to gain than Drew McIntyre because of the fact that CM Punk is going to be being thrown in very high-profile feuds over the next few years with the likes of Seth Rollins and others. Now, could CM Punk afford a loss and just go into that feud with Seth Rollins? Sure, but because of the fact that he's only won one match, since being back in WWE, it kind of just makes sense to have him win the second one and, go into that feud looking hot, because that is obviously going to be one of the hottest feuds in WWE. In the UFC, you don't give somebody a title shot off a loss. Now, obviously, that's happened before, but, normally you don't give someone a title shot off a loss, and it doesn't make sense to put Punk in such a high stakes feud coming off a big-time loss to the rivalry of the year. So, yeah, I'm going to take CM Punk to win this one. But yeah, that'll do for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Legendary Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cow Great. Make sure you guys can follow me at X Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys can follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys, go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. Make sure you guys can follow me on Twitter at Run the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.